Hello, my name is Max Crum. I play Child 1 in that parenting musical.
What of your own childhood do you bring to this musical?
Well, I was definitely a menace as a child. I got into a lot of trouble all the time, and so does Child 1. And I think that's sort of par for the course if you have a kooky kid. But definitely it's just a little bit of a sense of whimsy. I can always tap into that. So I brought that to it.
You take on a lot of eclectic roles. None of them are the same. What draws you to a show?
First and foremost, it's usually the people making it. I've worked with the director before, Jen Weinman. We collabed together on a show in 2013, and so I was very excited to get back to working with her. And then the music. Music is always kind of like my first love when it comes to theater, and the music in this show is so special and so authentic. And I really believe in the writers, and I just love the way they write. And it's really the music that for this one. But most shows, I like things that are odd. I like to do odd things.
And is there a role or a show that you would like to take on?
Oh my goodness, yes. I would love to be the baker in Into the Woods. It's a dream role. Or like Hedwig.
I could see you doing that.
I'd love to be Hedwig, and I would also love to be. This is kind of a pipe dream, but I would love to be the king in Hamilton. I think that would be fun.
Oh, no, this may give them an idea of what to do. And where else can we see you now?
Oh, you can see me here. You can see me on social medias. I'm just at Max Crum. But I also have a fun podcast that I have coming out that I haven't really told anybody about. So which will be very exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
My name's Dwayne Washington, and I play Dad.
You have an amazing voice. Where have we seen you before?
So I most recently played the Mad Hatter in Mad Hatter the Musical at the Herberger, which is also hopefully making its rounds. And I just spent a stint at the Ingeman. I played the Beast there. I was a drifter in Beautiful. So just bouncing around. Some
I
regional
love that theater. I performed in that theater.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
a great theater. Nice, quaint, comfortable,
Yeah, very much so. Tell us a little bit about your role.
Okay, perfect. So, the dad is like this. He's this very young but loving man who is kind of like all of his hopes and dreams are actually happening to him, but he's caught off guard essentially, because kids are ever changing. The things, their needs, their wants are always changing. So he's just constantly at, I don't want to say at conflict, because it's never conflict, but he's constantly learning what it is to be a man, or at least in my eyes for this dad, growing up without a father figure necessarily in my life. I think about all the things that I would want, or I would have wanted to hear from my dad, and this dad is doing all of those things. He's allowing the child free space. He's growing with the kid through the complications, through the ups, through the downs, and so this dad is really on the journey of self-discovery and what it means to be a man, and what that man looks like that's different from other societies or societal norms.
Love that.
Yeah.
What kind of roles would you like to take on?
So at one point in time, I was I'm really a dramatic actor. I want to do a lot of the dramatic work. And so I would kind of lean into, let's find the heavy, depressing stuff. But this show is showing me so much joy that I'm honestly open to just storytelling at its finest form. And it's, so if I had to think about roles I'd like to play now, clearly I'd like to play Burr. Who wouldn't want to play Burr in Hamilton? But I'm thinking about the new stuff. The stuff that hasn't been created yet, the things that don't have a staple as a black man in this industry, the things that really giving a new perspective on. So anything, if somebody wants to work with me, please call me.
Is there a composer that you'd like to work with?
I'd love to work with Lin-Manuel. One of the things that he does in the room is the same thing that Graham and Christina have been doing, which is really taking to heart the actors that they're putting in the space and listening to the stories and how those stories align, and then really amalgamating the truth of the story. Yeah.
Vidushi Goyal, and I'm playing Child 2 in that parenting musical.
Where have we seen you before?
Nowhere.
How did you get the show?
I have been part of this project for 6 years now. So I'm from Colorado, just like Graham and Christina. And
How old are you?
guess
Maybe 19?
30.
Oh my God. You look so young.
I think the bunny ears help.
So you met them in Chicago, Colorado?
Yeah, so we actually, very weird origin story. I went to CU Boulder, and Grandma Christina also went to CU Boulder like 10 years before me, and they founded an a cappella group, and I was in the a cappella group 10 years later, and we had been posting stuff to get people to come to our show, and I had a video of me singing She Used to Be Mine from Waitress. Graham found that video and was like, oh my gosh, like, would you come and sing these like 4 weird songs we have for this musical we're writing? And I was like, sure. And so we went to this little brewery and we sang 6 of the songs, like 3 of them aren't even in the show anymore, and just kept doing it and trudging along and refining, and now we're here.
What is your range?
Range?
Yeah, because I would say it's 5.5 octaves, is it?
Like 5, yeah. Depends. I'm trying to access whistle tone more, so hopefully more.
No, you've got it amazingly down.
Thank you.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, I'm an opera singer, so it like comes from a lot of that training.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What kind of roles would you like to take on?
I don't know. Elphaba would be a great one, obviously. I love Les Mis. I would love to do Fantine on Broadway one day. That would be really cool. Or like a concert version of it. I think it's really cool. Christine. I would love to do Christine, Phantom. Really.
Do you do ballet?
No.
You have to do point.
Okay. Maybe we'll learn. Got a
I
few
only
years.
know that because in the original I got called back and I cannot do point to save my life.
I can't even, I barely can dance, so I'm more of a mover for sure, so any movement rules, please find me.
What, from your own experiences, do you bring to this child?
It's funny because I'm not actually in birth order, I'm actually the first, so I kind of use my sister as like my blueprint for this, because she was a second child and we had a huge age gap, and so I really got to see her be a second child from like almost like a more adult lens, and just like the like spunkiness and like the very like sharpness and like aware of things before everyone else due to the experience of this like family and all of the things that they have already taught them, and so that kind of like sharp but like kind of evil but like fun. That's what I get from her.
And when did you move to New York?
It's been a month.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
For the show.
And how are you liking New York?
I like it. I like it a lot. I love getting a bagel, egg and cheese every morning. That's my favorite. And the food is just so crazy good, and that's my favorite part.
And what would you like people to know about that parenting musical?
This is the best music that's been written the last 20 years, so on Broadway. Just would like to say.